California Real Estate License Test Questions. Question 1. In qualifying for a salesperson examination, which education pattern best reflects California requirements for OSHA in Pasadena? Option A. Real Estate Principles, Real Estate Practice, and one approved elective course. Option B. Continuing education courses taken after licensure only. Option C. Only a property management course and a broker reference letter. Option D. A high school diploma plus one appraisal seminar. The correct answer is option A. Real Estate Principles, Real Estate Practice, and one approved elective course. California salesperson applicants generally qualify through Real Estate Principles, Real Estate Practice, and one approved elective course. Continuing education is for renewal and does not satisfy initial statutory coursework. A broker reference letter does not replace statutory coursework. A high school credential and one seminar are not the required pattern. Question 2. In a dual-agency situation involving Darius and Priya, what must a California licensee handle carefully? Option A. Automatic cancellation of all commissions. Option B. Disclosure and informed consent from both principals. Option C. Transfer of title before agency disclosure. Option D. Replacement of the broker with the escrow holder. The correct answer is option B. Disclosure and informed consent from both principals. Dual agency requires careful disclosure and consent because one broker may owe duties to both sides. A commission is not automatically cancelled solely because dual agency exists. Title transfer does not come before required agency disclosures. The escrow holder does not replace the broker's agency obligations. Question 3. Before discussing confidential strategy with Fatima, why should a licensee clarify whom the licensee represents? Option A. It eliminates all duties to non-clients. Option B. It makes title insurance unnecessary. Option C. Agency disclosure helps parties understand loyalty, duties, and potential conflicts. Option D. It converts every conversation into a binding lease. The correct answer is option C. Agency disclosure helps parties understand loyalty, duties, and potential conflicts. Agency disclosure informs parties about representation and helps prevent confusion over loyalty and conflicts. Licensees still owe honesty and fair dealing to non-clients. Title insurance protects against title risks and is not replaced by agency disclosure. A disclosure form does not create a lease by itself. Stressed about your California real estate exam? We can take California real estate exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. Why is an advertisement saying perfect for young singles only risky for a townhome for Hero in Chula Vista? Option A. It is required for every condominium ad. Option B. It automatically creates a lease option. Option C. It eliminates the need for a property description. Option D. It may imply discrimination based on familial status or age minus related preferences. The correct answer is option D. It may imply discrimination based on familial status or age minus related preferences. Housing advertising must avoid language that expresses a discriminatory preference or limitation. Condominium advertising is not required to use such limiting language. Ad wording does not create a lease option by itself. A property description is still separate from fair housing compliance. Question 5. During negotiations, why is consideration important in a purchase contract for Tanya in Sacramento? Option A. It shows that each party is exchanging something of legal value. Option B. It proves the property has no liens. Option C. It makes the buyer's loan automatically approved. Option D. It replaces the need for mutual consent. The correct answer is option A. It shows that each party is exchanging something of legal value. Consideration is the bargained minus for legal value supporting a contract. Lien status is addressed through title and payoff review. Loan approval depends on lender underwriting. Mutual consent is still required for contract formation. Question 6. A person owns a coastal cottage only for the duration of another person's life. What estate is being described for Noah and Irvine? Option A, periodic tenancy. Option B, life estate per autre vie. Option C, easement in gross. Option D, fee simple absolute. The correct answer is option B, life estate per autre vie. A life estate per autre vie is measured by the life of someone other than the holder of the estate. A periodic tenancy is a leasehold that renews by periods. An easement in gross is a non-possessory use right. Fee simple absolute is not tied to a measuring life. Question 7. A legal description identifies land more precisely than a street address. Why is that important for Jean and Modesto? Option A, legal descriptions replace all zoning rules. Option B, street addresses are never used in real estate. Option C, conveyance documents require a reliable description of the property being transferred. Option D, legal descriptions set the interest rate on a loan. The correct answer is option C. Conveyance documents require a reliable description of the property being transferred. A proper legal description helps identify the exact real property involved in a deed or contract. Zoning rules still apply independently of the description. Street addresses may be helpful but are not always precise enough for conveyance. Loan interest rates are financial terms, not legal minus description terms. Question 8. How should an escrow holder treat conflicting instructions from Maya and Kai? Option A, favor the party who opened escrow first. Option B, rewrite the purchase contract without consent. Option C, release all funds to the broker immediately. Option D, remain neutral and follow mutually agreed written escrow instructions or seek proper resolution. The correct answer is option D. Remain neutral and follow mutually agreed written escrow instructions or seek proper resolution. Escrow is a neutral process governed by written instructions from the parties. Opening escrow first does not create a right to favored treatment. Escrow cannot rewrite material contract terms without authorization. Funds are not released to a broker merely because a dispute exists.
Are you looking for AccuPlacer exam actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access AccuPlacer exam study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get AccuPlacer exam answer key today.
Question 9. How is loan minus to minus value calculated when Kai borrows $525,000 on a property valued at $125,000? Option A, loan amount divided by property value. Option B, interest rate multiplied by closing costs. Option C, commission divided by sale price. Option D, property value divided by annual rent. The correct answer is option A, loan amount divided by property value. Loan minus to minus value compares the loan amount to the property value or price used by the lender. Interest rate times closing costs is not LTV. Commission divided by sale price measures commission percentage. Value divided by rent is closer to a gross rent analysis concept. Question 10. A broker intentionally uses client trust money to pay office rent. What violation does this suggest for Zara in Monterey? Option A, accretion. Option B, conversion of trust funds. Option C, accession. Option D, novation. The correct answer is option B, conversion of trust funds. Conversion involves using another person's funds for an unauthorized purpose. Accretion involves gradual land buildup by natural forces. Accession concerns property additions or improvements. Novation replaces a contractual obligation with a new one. Question 11. A home built before 1978 is being sold. Which federal disclosure topic is commonly involved for Samir in San Diego? Option A, adjustable minus rate mortgage conversion. Option B, interstate land sales exemption only. Option C, lead minus based paint disclosure. Option D, commercial zoning variance. The correct answer is option C, lead minus based paint disclosure. Federal law commonly requires lead minus based paint disclosures for many pre-1978 residential properties. ARM conversion is a financing topic. Interstate land sales rules are different from lead disclosure obligations. A zoning variance is a land minus use permission issue. Question 12. Why is depreciation important in the cost approach for Yara in Bakersfield? Option A. It is the same as annual property tax. Option B. It records the deed with the county. Option C. It increases value whenever a loan is paid down. Option D. It accounts for loss in value from physical, functional, or external causes. The correct answer is option D. It accounts for loss in value from physical, functional, or external causes. Depreciation reduces the improvement value estimate for wear, design issues, or outside influences. Property tax is a government charge, not depreciation. Recording is a title process, not a valuation adjustment. Loan amortization affects debt balance rather than appraisal depreciation. Question 13. A broker earns a 7% commission on a sale price of $880,000. What calculation finds the commission? Option A. Sale price multiplied by commission rate. Option B. Interest rate plus escrow fee. Option C. Loan amount divided by acreage. Option D. Assessed value minus hazard insurance. The correct answer is option A. Sale price multiplied by commission rate. Commission is calculated by multiplying the agreed sale price by the commission rate. Adding interest rate to escrow fee combines unrelated terms. Loan amount divided by acreage gives a debt minus per minus acre figure, not commission. Assessed value minus insurance does not calculate brokerage compensation. Question 14. Why does a lease give a tenant important rights even though the landlord keeps title for Bianca in Oakland? Option A. The tenant becomes the fee simple owner. Option B. A lease creates a possessory leasehold interest for the tenant. Option C. The landlord loses all future rights permanently. Option D. The lender becomes the tenant's agent. The correct answer is option B. A lease creates a possessory leasehold interest for the tenant. A lease transfers possession for a period or tenancy while the landlord retains ownership. Fee simple title does not pass merely because a lease is signed. The landlord retains reversionary and contractual rights. The lender does not become an agent by virtue of the lease. Question 15. A driveway easement benefits a neighboring parcel. What type of right is most likely involved for Marisol in Santa Rosa? Option A. Bill of sale. Option B. Net listing. Option C. Easement appurtenant. Option D. A mechanic's lien only. The correct answer is option C. Easement appurtenant. An easement appurtenant benefits one parcel and burdens another, often running with the land. A bill of sale transfers personal property. A net listing is a brokerage compensation arrangement. A mechanic's lien secures payment for labor or materials. Question 16. How does a natural hazard zone differ from a physical defect inside a home for Jamal in Palm Springs? Option A. A physical defect is never disclosable. Option B. Both are identical to mortgage interest. Option C. A hazard zone always makes title unmarketable. Option D. A hazard zone concerns mapped external risks, while a defect concerns property condition. The correct answer is option D. A hazard zone concerns mapped external risks, while a defect concerns property condition. Natural hazards relate to mapped environmental or geographic risk areas, while physical defects concern the structure or site condition. Physical defects may be material and require disclosure. Mortgage interest is a financing cost, not a hazard or defect. A hazard zone does not automatically make title unmarketable. Question 17. What is the practical difference between property taxes and documentary transfer taxes for Nora in San Jose? Option A. Property taxes are recurring ownership taxes, while documentary transfer taxes are tied to transfer documents or sales. Option B. Both are monthly rent payments. Option C. Both are broker trust funds. Option D. Both are appraiser licensing fees. The correct answer is option A. Property taxes are recurring ownership taxes, while documentary transfer taxes are tied to transfer documents or sales. Property taxes recur based on ownership and assessment, while transfer taxes are associated with certain transfers. Rent payments are private lease obligations. Trust funds are money held for others by brokers. Appraiser licensing fees are unrelated government charges. Question 18. Why should a licensee avoid exaggerating guaranteed appreciation in a video ad for a mobile home lot for Caleb in Stockton? Option A. Video ads are exempt from real estate rules. Option B. Truthful advertising rules prohibit misleading claims. Option C. Only print ads can mislead consumers. Option D. Appreciation is always guaranteed by state law. The correct answer is option B. Truthful advertising rules prohibit misleading claims. Real estate advertising must be truthful and not misleading, regardless of media format. Digital and video advertising still require compliance. Misrepresentation can occur in any advertising medium. State law does not guarantee property appreciation. Stressed about your California real estate exam? We can take California real estate exam for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. A broker delegates tasks to an unlicensed assistant. Which task is safest for the assistant for May in Ventura? Option A. Soliciting listings for commission. Option B. Negotiating purchase price with a buyer. Option C. Scheduling appointments using information supplied by the licensee. Option D. Explaining contract legal consequences. The correct answer is option C. Scheduling appointments using information supplied by the licensee. Unlicensed assistants may perform limited administrative tasks but cannot perform licensed negotiation or solicitation activities. Soliciting listings for compensation requires licensure. Negotiating price is a licensed activity. Explaining legal consequences requires professional authority and may involve unauthorized practice. Question 20. How can the DRE respond to unlawful real estate activity by an unlicensed person for Rafael in Riverside? Option A. Issue a grant deed to the person. Option B. Appraise every property the person discussed. Option C. Guarantee the person's commission. Option D. Use enforcement tools such as orders, citations, or referrals as allowed by law. The correct answer is option D. Use enforcement tools such as orders, citations, or referrals as allowed by law. DRE enforcement can address unlicensed or unlawful activity through administrative and legal channels. A grant deed transfers title and is not a discipline tool. Appraisal is not the enforcement response. Unlicensed commissions are not guaranteed by DRE. Question 21. How can exclusive use common area differ from a separate interest in a condominium project for Ivy in Pasadena? Option A. It is common area reserved for one owner's use rather than owned as a separate unit. Option B. It is the same as a mortgage payoff. Option C. It is a broker trust account. Option D. It is always public land. The correct answer is option A. It is common area reserved for one owner's use rather than owned as a separate unit. Exclusive use common area gives particular use rights while remaining part of the common area structure. Mortgage payoff is a debt settlement item. Trust accounts hold money, not common area rights. It is not automatically public property. Question 22. Why should a property manager document move minus in condition carefully for Victor in Los Angeles? Option A. It guarantees that rent will never be late. Option B. It helps evaluate later disputes over damage, repairs, and deposits. Option C. It records the deed with the county. Option D. It creates a new zoning classification. The correct answer is option B. It helps evaluate later disputes over damage, repairs, and deposits. Move minus in documentation helps distinguish pre-existing conditions from later damage or wear. Documentation does not guarantee payment behavior. Deed recording is a title transfer process. Zoning is changed through public land minus use procedures. Question 23. A parcel description uses boundaries, monuments, and courses. Which legal description method is most likely for Imani in Long Beach? Option A. Gross rent multiplier. Option B. Straight minus line depreciation. Option C. Meets and bounds. Option D. Open listing. The correct answer is option C. Meets and bounds. Meets and bounds descriptions identify land by distances, directions, and monuments. GRM is an income minus property valuation tool. Straight minus line depreciation is an accounting or valuation concept. Open listing is a brokerage agreement type. Question 24. Why must loan advertising avoid misleading payment claims for Amara in Chula Vista? Option A. Only sellers can be misled in real estate. Option B. Loan ads never involve consumer protection rules. Option C. Misleading loan ads are allowed if the rate is low. Option D. Borrowers must receive accurate information about credit terms and costs. The correct answer is option D. Borrowers must receive accurate information about credit terms and costs. Mortgage and credit advertising rules are designed to prevent deceptive representations about payments, rates, and costs. Borrowers and buyers can also be harmed by deceptive information. Consumer protection rules commonly apply to loan advertising. A low rate does not excuse misleading terms. Question 25. Why are impound or escrow accounts used by some lenders for Theo in Sacramento? Option A. To collect funds for items such as property taxes and insurance. Option B. To make the appraisal unnecessary. Option C. To hold the broker's personal vacation money. Option D. To create a new legal description. The correct answer is option A. To collect funds for items such as property taxes and insurance. Lender impounds help ensure recurring property charges are paid when due. Appraisals may still be required for lending. Personal broker funds do not belong in lender impounds. Legal descriptions are created through surveying and records, not impounds.